Do you know the greatest marketing story ever told? It all starts with a boy named Stu. Stu grew up the son of a dairy farmer in Connecticut. In the 1960s, he began working for the family business. Clover Farms Dairy delivered milk to customers' homes. But two events would alter the trajectory of Stu's life and the family business. The first was the decline in demand for milk delivery. Many people were now buying their milk at the supermarket. The second was the family dairy farm was lost to the state. Connecticut invoked eminent domain, taking the dairy farm to build a new highway called Route 7. Stu was forced to pivot. The result was opening his first dairy store on Route 1 in Norwalk all the way back in 1969. During the first year the store was open, Stu was asked by the local elementary principal to speak at an upcoming career day. The principal asked Stu to talk about his store and the dairy business. Stu didn't see the appeal for kids and tried to get out of it, but the principal was persistent and Stu reluctantly agreed. That Friday morning, he drove to the school, and as Stu pulled into the parking lot, he immediately knew he was in trouble. There was a fire truck parked in front of the school with kids all around it. And it didn't get any better when he walked through the doors of the school. He immediately saw a room with an Air Force officer showing a story about the history of jet airplanes. It was filled with kids. Across the hall in another classroom was a police officer, and he was showing a packed classroom about various police equipment and weapons. Stu finally proceeded all the way down to the end of the hall and eventually found his classroom. There was a sign on the door that read, "The Milk Business." Stu walked into the room to find only 3 kids sitting inside. 2 of them were the sons of his produce manager. And for the next 30 minutes, Stu talked about the dairy business and what it was like running a store. At the end of the talk, he thanked the kids for their attention, and before the kids left, Stu reached into his pocket and handed each of them a coupon for a free ice cream. The kids left, and Stu waited to present the second of his 2 career day sessions. He waited and waited, no kids. After 10 minutes, not one kid had shown up. After 15 minutes passed, not one kid had arrived. After 20 minutes, the principal came rushing in and frantically exclaimed, "Stu, I don't know what you told those kids, but we now have to move your next presentation to the school auditorium." This simple story underscores how effective word-of-mouth marketing can be. This event would shape Stu's thinking on the importance of word-of-mouth marketing strategy. To this day, when you visit Stu Leonard's and buy $100 or more in groceries, you will receive a free ice cream. And if you don't like ice cream, you can show your receipt for a free cup of coffee. Buy $200 or more, and you get 2 ice creams or 2 cups of coffee. Stu Leonard's would grow to become the world's largest dairy store and the most profitable grocery store per square foot, according to Guinness Book of World Records. Ask any business what their best form of marketing is, and the majority will say word of mouth. Research, in fact, shows that 85% of businesses rank it as number 1. Google comes in a distant second at only 59%. Yet if you ask businesses what's their word-of-mouth strategy, only 1% of businesses have one. What's the little thing that you do as part of the customer experience to win customers and influence word of mouth? What's your purple goldfish growth strategy?